Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the only mom and pop politics show in the USA. All right, and I said mom and son, right? I said mom and pop, but I meant mom and son, and I can't do it without the son, so I'm bringing him in right now. My son, Tim Harrington. Hey, Tim, how you
Hey,
doing?
all right. How's everybody doing?
Well, okay. I hope everybody doing all right. I tell you, we had some problem with the studio this morning. And I don't know if we're gonna have interviews because for some reason this studio didn't post on the platforms. I
Okay.
sent them a bug report message, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it got fixed at time. But so I'm gonna take a moment and share the show right now. Right after I tell them what we're gonna be talking about. We're not
Okay.
gonna hold you all long tonight. We're gonna be talking about exactly what's going on in the city of Memphis, Tennessee, because hey y'all, guess what? That's the local news. All of the politics in the city, okay? All right, so I guess it's showing up live now. They go post politics in the house. So let me go to Facebook. So Tim,
Yes.
everybody been watching for for those of you that don't know, live in other cities and states, we now have the presence of the we have 13 actual federal agencies, including the National Guard that will be arriving.
Yes.
So seems like things they have made at least not over 90 arrests in just
Yes.
2 days. They
Yes.
have seized 30 plus weapons,
Yes.
guns, and they even kind of one of those arrested was a gang member, long time gang member. They said, plus a man that was wanted for rape. So hey, raping a child even. So there
hmm
seems like they're cleaning up. What have you noticed, Tim?
I did notice a heavy presence of state troopers. But I'm sure it's way more than that. It's just what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I saw some of the conference that Pam Bundy gave last night, and she was stating that they are here to work side by side along MPD. And she
Mm-hmm.
made it perfectly clear if you touch any one of our officers, you're going to jail.
All right.
And that this would be for a long haul, not
Mm-hmm.
short term.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I kind of heard that one on the news myself this morning. That's what I was talking about. I can see that we are not showing up on the Facebook platform, but we are showing up on the YouTube platform. So I'm going to share this over to our Facebook platform now. Let them know that we're live now. Come on in. Come join us. All right, let me just get join us in here with a smile. All right.
mm,
Now it should show up on our timeline. Okay. All right. Yeah. You notice heavy presence of the FBI. State troopers. You said.
yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I hadn't been out, so I hadn't noticed anything. But
Uh,
I know one thing: I feel safer already.
yeah, they do have. I think that I know of about 6 checkpoints throughout the city, but I'm sure it's more than that. That's just all that they probably could report on.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, I have to agree with you. I'm glad they're here. What took so long?
Yeah. I mean, hey, we've been facing crime for a long time,
Yeah.
and people, elderly people like me, have been captive in our home for at least a year or more, forcing us to have to use Instacart to bring shop for our groceries
Yeah.
because it's not safe. It wasn't safe. They shot a 83-year-old woman back here last month when she was shopping at the grocery store,
hmm
robbing her. So they don't have a respect for our age anymore. and it was just too dangerous. So
Yeah.
we end up, us elderly citizens end up spending more money because we have to order Instacart for our groceries, and have to use Amazon to deliver our packages, and we even have to use delivery methods for our pharmacy, to deliver our medicines to us. And it's
Right.
bad when you cannot go out in your own city and enjoy driving just a short drive to the grocery store to pick up the medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine, they're gonna do a lot of stops in the daytime, but I think more of their captures are gonna happen at night,
Hmm.
because that's usually when the crooks come out. They pretty much sleep, during regular people working hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, as soon as the sun set, they
Hmm.
out there.
Yeah, remember that old song, The Freaks Come Out at Night?
Yeah,
I don't remember
yeah,
the melody, but I remember the title.
yeah. It
Uh-huh.
talks about wait till the nighttime and they come out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Well, I heard on Fox 13 News this morning that, well, one thing I like about it, Trump, FBI, and these 13 federal agencies and the governor is not letting these city government officials know anything. And that's all they're talking about on the news is that, well, we don't know that much about it. We haven't seen the National Guard yet. If any of y'all, and so Fox 13 goes, if any our viewing our audience see the National Guard or anything taking place, please send us a video. Look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better let Fox 13 do their own field work. They, they're trying to use the citizens to send them videos of what they see these 13 agencies doing. I don't think that's a good idea, people, because look, if you film the wrong thing, you're gonna get yourself in trouble because it will be traced back to you. You sending stuff in to Fox 13, and they don't care. They'll tell your first name. Well, Bobby Joe sent this video in to us, blah blah blah. And the thing about this is when you send videos or pictures into, I know for a fact, Fox 13, you have to put in your name, your address, your email address. So that stuff is gonna be traced back to you. So that's one reason you don't need to send anything in to them, because you might get your own self in trouble. And Fox 13 is not going to help you. They're not going to bail you out of jail. Okay. And the second reason is this: look, let them do their own work. That's what they hire reporters for. Okay. Let them send their own reporters out there in the field. Make them earn their money. Okay. Don't let them use you to do their work. And that's for all of these news stations, not just Fox 13, in case the other local stations are asking y'all and telling y'all to do that. I wouldn't do it. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't do it either. But there's also a third option that I think a lot of people are overlooking.
Hmm.
This is not only going to cut down on the crime, it's going to cut down on the crime on the inside of the MPD police department.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because what you have gang members that are actively on the police force,
Hmm.
that are giving a lot of tip offs
Hmm.
about when raids are coming,
Hmm.
when certain things are coming.
Hmm.
And it takes the control of what they had pertaining to that away from them because they no longer know what's going on or when it's going on or how it's
Exactly. Exactly. They don't need to know. All you need to know is
going.
they're coming. That's all you need to know. And you will, like Tim, you said the best thing on our last show when you said they will see you before we
Yeah,
see them.
yeah, they will.
I
They
like
will.
that. That's a good one right there.
Yeah,
So that's all they need to worry about
right.
is that, look, you don't know what they can do when they get here and when they come. You don't have any reason to be concerned about that if you're not doing anything wrong.
Nah,
Because I don't do anything wrong, and I'm not worried about what they're gonna do, when they're gonna come, where they're gonna be. I'm not
right.
worried about that. That doesn't
No.
interest me because I know they don't have a reason to be coming for me, right? So the
Yeah.
only ones that are concerned about that, and they try to say the citizens are concerned about it. Yeah, it's a few of them concerned about it, but I would say that the majority of the population is not concerned about it because the majority of the population are not crooked and are not doing crime. It's that same small percentage that's been getting away from crime in this city for more than 20 years. And
Yeah.
that includes blue collar and white collar crime, as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
Yes.
What do you say about
Um,
that, Tim?
yeah, I mean, I would have to agree. I was just, thinking about because I mean, let's just be perfectly clear and perfectly honest. Memphis is not a very, very big city.
Mm-mm.
So that lets me know that not only did MPD know who, they knew what, and they know when, and they know where.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because, like you just stated, you have the same criminals repeating criminal activity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yep.
not rocket science.
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so some how should I put this? Some departments or some people on a department, let me put it that way, especially a lot of your old timers,
Mm-hmm.
they say that creates job security for them, long
Mm-hmm.
as criminal activity is going on.
Yeah.
You see
Mm.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You're right. Well, I don't know. I saw the clip where the government officials from the White House came down. Pete Hegseth was here, along with Pam Bundy, as you said, and who was the other guy? But he says all of the BS in this city is gone. Did you
yeah,
see
yeah,
that?
yeah. So I heard it. Yeah, I did.
That was a good one. And
Yeah,
I gotta tell you something. Uh, people, the good people, the good law-abiding citizens of this city appreciates that.
yes.
And I don't care what y'all say about me. You can call me a Trumper. You can call me a Trump fan. You can call me anything you want to call me because all I want to be is safe.
Yeah,
And I don't care if Trump does it. I wouldn't have cared if Biden did it. But yeah, I don't care who does it. I just want it done.
yeah,
Okay.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and amongst other things, it will. They may put a curfew back in order, and that's okay.
Hmm.
Um, as I was coming up, my generation, we had a curfew anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
and we actually have a curfew law on the books in this city, but
mm-hmm,
our law enforcement and our government officials here
mm-hmm,
did not enforce it.
yeah,
When they if they had been enforcing the law that's already on the books for
yeah,
the past 10 years, then these teenagers that's committing this crime now, they wouldn't be doing it because the
yeah,
responsibility would have been on the parents for to have your children in the house by 10 o'clock.
yeah,
Okay. But
yeah,
they didn't enforce the law. So what good is having a law if you don't have enforcers to
yeah,
enforce the law? And it was the responsibility of the mayors, both city and county, to make sure that the law enforcement agencies of this city enforce that law. And they did
yeah.
not.
Yeah, because the excuse that we've been getting, I don't know how long, how many years, is that they're short staffed. We're short staffed. When it comes to
Mm,
everything, we're short staffed.
mhm, mhm.
We need a new jail. We need this. We need that. They have more excuses than a person going to jail. Yeah.
That's good right there. We got last one. There we go. More excuses than the criminal.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got caught, right?
They got caught.
uh, that's a
So
good
yeah.
one. Well, let's
Yeah.
take a little break. When we come back, we're going to pick up right where we left off. But y'all need to think about this too. Secure your life. And life insurance is very important. It's something everybody needs. And I got to tell you, since we're talking about teenagers, what y'all should be doing is put some life insurance on your bad teenagers. Y'all, the ones I'm talking to y'all, these y'all parents, grandparents that's got these bad teenagers that's ripping
Yeah.
around the streets and committing crime,
Yeah.
you better put some life insurance on them for about $20 a month, because you know what, their luck gonna end up running out at some
Yeah.
point or another if you don't reel them in. So let's check this out and tell you, go ahead and get this life insurance. Give us a call. We'll take care of you and that part of it anyway. We'll be right back. All right, then that was brave. And like I said, we're not gonna keep y'all long anyway. All right, so Tim,
Yes.
I had to get out and drive a little bit this morning. I felt safe enough to get out. I had to go pick up my prescription.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I went in the early morning traffic time, right? But
Mm-hmm.
what I did notice was people are driving a little bit more sensible.
Yeah.
Normally in the past, when I would get out and have to drive, man, I'd have look like every other car that passed me was going 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And just and in and zigzagging in and out of lanes.
Oh yeah.
That's the way it was. That's the way it's been.
Yeah.
So and that's also a fear of safety, because you don't
It
ever
is.
know when they're going to lose control of a 4 or 5,000 pound vehicle
Yeah.
and hit you. And so, but this morning I was like, wow, nobody's speeding. I saw
Yeah.
maybe one, only one compared to the 5 or 6 that I would normally see in morning rush hour. And I was like, I'm noticing the difference already in
Yeah.
just 2 days.
Yeah.
They thought they trying to follow the speed limit.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
that showed me is they could have been doing it all the time.
Yeah. It's nothing like a term we used to use, a strong show of force to have people to act right.
Yeah.
Uh, Money is tight. And ain't nobody got money to be paying tickets and
Mm-hmm.
bailing themselves out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they acting right.
Mm-hmm.
Things are tight,
Mm-hmm.
and they know they mean business.
Yeah.
This is something that's never happened in the city of Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
this is,
Unprecedented is the word they use.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is history being made. To be
Yeah.
honest about it,
Yeah, because
because
I don't think that he had 13 agencies in Washington. He didn't have that
no,
many. Mm-mm.
no, and we are the city that everybody, all the other states and cities are watching, because they're going to have to make Memphis a poster child,
That's
and they
right.
have to make a strong stance, and that's what they're doing,
Yeah.
because they know that the other criminals, uh, as well as citizens too in other states and cities,
Mm-hmm.
are watching
Yeah.
to see how effective it really
Mm-hmm.
is.
You're right. You're right. Well, it's going to be effective. It's already showing results. Like I said,
Yeah,
over 90 arrests in 2 days.
yeah,
So you trying to tell me, MPD, you trying to tell me that you couldn't do that, right?
that's
So
what they're
that's what
saying.
it says to me. That's
Yeah,
what that
that's what they're
statement
saying.
says.
Yeah.
That you could have been doing
Um,
that, right?
Yeah, yeah, and it should be embarrassing on their end, and I know it is, because I could see it in their face when they was making their little so-called conferences.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, when you get down to it, you all lost control of your city, and we're coming in and clean up your city because you haven't been doing your job.
Exactly, and you're
Yeah,
right. And that's what I say. They when they elect these politicians, they don't want to they don't want the ones that control the city, which has been the same elite cliques,
yeah,
of the city for the past 40 years. They control who gets elected, because they want somebody that they can control, somebody that they will let things stay the way they are, and not get tough on crime, like you say, Tim. A lot of the old timers want to make sure they stay in the department long enough to get their pension check. So if the is no crime, you might get laid out before your pension time.
Right.
So you're right, Tim.
Yeah.
So a lot of those factors played into the politics. Like I always say this last um what is it, uh city mayoral the city mayoral election. It was rigged. It was
Yeah.
rigged. They did not want someone with a firm hand like Judge Joe Brown to be mayor of this city. They didn't want him. And somebody tried to tell me, well, a lot of the African Americans had fallen out with him because of something that he did when he was in show business, had his shows, and when he lived in California. He's a dual state resident. So I'm like, no, that was not the reason. I had to put them in check. I said, that doesn't have anything to do with it. The election was rigged and controlled by the same elite cliques that have already always controlled the city. So, and that includes both races.
Right.
They hand in hand with these certain circles of people
Yeah.
control the city for the past 30, 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's ironic that you brought that up because this is another thing that they don't see coming. They're starting with the blue collar crime, but it's going to open up doors to the white collar crime.
And it needs to.
It's going to, because anytime you bring that many agencies in here, they just haven't told them yet.
They don't need to tell them.
They're not going to tell them
They
because
need
they
to catch them red-handed.
yeah, they hold the element of surprise. But when you have, like you say, those many agencies in a city or state or what have you, it opens up other doors for other investigations.
Mm-hmm.
One being our jail system. Our jail system has had several murders that occur.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember way back when I was working there, one of the reasons for them hiring so many people back then was because a young man was brutally attacked, and his family sued the city, and they won a major lawsuit. So, which required them to start. The feds took over the jail.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point I'm getting to. They took over the jail system for 7 to 8 years until they felt that the city was able to take back control of the jail.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely going to open up a whole lot of probing. There's no way that it can't.
Right.
And they don't know when, and they don't know where, and they don't know what's going to happen.
They don't need to know.
No, they're not. They don't.
Oh, well, you know what? Speaking to the point when you're talking about they're going to be getting white collar crime, I'll tell you something else that has happened. But before I tell y'all, we're going to go to another short commercial.
Okay.
Take us a little break. When we come back, y'all, we're going to, Tim mentioned about white collar crime. I'm trying to get to my videos. What happened? Yeah. Okay. There we go. He was mentioning about white collar crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's already happening. And I'll tell you why when we get back. Hey,
All
y'all,
right.
stick and stay. Don't go away. We'll be back. Thank y'all. Welcome back to the only mom and son politics commentary show in the US of A. All right, so Tim was saying that yeah, they started with the blue collar and the gangs and the criminal activity crimes right now, but it might be
Mhm.
moving up to the white collar crime. Yeah, with the 13 agencies here, I think it's already happening. And the reason why I say that is because they announced this morning that the state comptroller of the state of Tennessee. All right, so what's the comptroller? The comptroller of the state of Tennessee is a department and the people and the person that is responsible for controlling and recording and accounting for all of the money that passes through the state of Tennessee. All
There
right,
it is.
let me just start with that. So, the state controller out of Nashville, Tennessee, which is the capital of the state of Tennessee, has denied funding for the Shelby County government
Wow.
until July of 2026. The county now, Shelby County now, has to use its own money to pay for everything that has to be paid for.
Oh my.
So the mayor, they I didn't hear him say this, but they said on the news that the mayor has assured them that nothing will be affected, that they have that they have some reserve money. So Tim, what do you think about that?
I think it's just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful,
Can
wonderful.
you tell us why?
You know, it's a beautiful thing. And the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, because a lot of you all might not understand. I understand that crime is everywhere, but this, give me a second here.
Take your time.
Memphis is one of the worst cities for its crime. We are ahead of Chicago. When you're living up under those type of conditions, it affects everything. Uh, from how your day goes. It has when you're in a peaceful environment where there's low crime, your whole concept, mind, body, soul, spirit, would think and be at ease more.
Mm-hmm.
When you're under restraints like that for its heavy crime, it's depressing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
everything, your health and everything deteriorates.
Yeah.
Because your environment has a lot to do with where you live and what you surround yourself with.
Right.
And so I believe all of those years of this oppression and depression going on in this city, it
Mm-hmm.
goes all the way back, y'all. It goes all the way back to Martin Luther King that I know about in my generation that was assassinated here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a gloom, a cloud over this city. And I'm just speaking really from a male perspective at this point,
Mm-hmm.
because I have heard it said that this city has been cursed ever since Martin Luther King was assassinated here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of things that should, they say crime is easy to get into and
Mm-hmm.
hard to get out of. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of our black men here have fallen, young as well as old, have fell into these traps. Um, and you fall into it so easily. But once you get those felonies on your record, it's pretty much over. If you're not planning on having your own business and working for yourself, your chances on having a stable lifestyle is slim to none. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been this way a long time. And I'm saying it about the men because the men are the ones that do a lot of destruction and
Mm-hmm.
criminal activity. It's
Mm-hmm.
not omitting females, but we had to take responsibility and accountability of the roles and the parts that we play in the destruction of our society,
Yeah.
right? We have to take that
Right.
because if we don't take accountability about it and for it, nothing would change.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
about breaking those generational curses. And
Yeah.
we have to start somewhere as men. We got to hold ourselves accountable
Mm-hmm.
because we all have a choice when we wake up in the morning. We have a
Mm-hmm.
choice to do good or we have
Mm-hmm.
a choice to do bad.
Right.
And it's just time for us men, man, to take accountability
Yeah.
about what's been done and what's going on and things of this nature.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just had to get that off the chest right there.
Yeah, that was a good one right there, Tim. We gotta give you a round of applause on that.
Well,
Come on,
thank you.
audience. That was really good. That was a good message.
Thank you.
And I think because Pam Bondi says that they're gonna stay here for long term,
Yeah,
and we need a long term,
we do.
a strong as you call it, presence of force
Yes.
in the city, so that will give men and women an opportunity to change the decision making
Yes.
process in their brains,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
because if you ain't get out there and do crime is a habit like everything else,
It is.
so if you can't get out there and do it, that means that you're going to be self-reforming yourself
Yeah.
without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And once you get into that self-reforming mode, you'll start to change.
Yeah.
A lot of them will just start to change and say, "Man, I can't believe I was doing that stupid stuff." You
Right.
know,
Right.
so we do need that long term presence. But getting back to the white collar crime
Okay.
and the audit that the comptroller is doing, the comptroller said that they've been thinking about doing this for the past 5 years because they say for the past 5 years the Shelby County government has not followed the rules when it comes to the money. The reports that they have turned in for the past 5 years, that was you had wrong errors, money, revenue missing, not reporting revenue, and a couple of other violations
Mm-hmm.
that they had been asking the Shelby County government to stop doing, and they just kept funding. The comptroller said, they just kept funding them, even though they wasn't turning the stuff in, the forms in right, and the reports in correctly. They just kept funding them for the sake of the citizens
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
this of the city and county. But they got fed up. So now they're doing a big audit on the Shelby County government books,
Right.
the revenue.
Yeah.
That is no more than fair and correct. You know why? Because we, the taxpayers, are the ones that's funding that revenue. And the tax, y'all, the tax in this city is like 11 or 12%
Yeah.
of your $1 bill.
Yes.
I placed an order through Uber just day before yesterday for a Whataburger because, like I said, I hadn't been driving because it was too dangerous to
Yeah.
drive.
Right. Right.
So, and Whataburger, I think, opened up several months ago, but I always wanted to try another one because it used to be here when my son was like 8 or 9, 10 years old.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go there.
Yeah.
And so now they have moved back to the city of Memphis. And I wanted to try it out so bad, y'all. So I had a taste for it. I said, let me look at my Instacart restaurant section and see does the Whataburger deliver. And sure enough, they did. So I said, I'm going to order me a Whataburger. So I
Mm.
ordered the Whataburger, y'all. Just one Whataburger meal. And that was one Whataburger, single burger. I even ordered the double one with fries and a drink and an apple pie, right?
Yeah.
So my total was only like, oh, about 15 or $16. But when I got to that was my subtotal, just for
Yeah.
the meal, just for the
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah.
But when I got to the final total, y'all, it was $38. Well,
Ooh.
I was like, wait a minute. Let me look at
Ooh.
this. I started scrolling. Why is this $38 when I'm only ordering? I thought you told me it was 16. All right, so I go in there and I look at each item. So there's a $2.43 fee, right?
Yeah.
Service fee. But the tax was $7.48.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, hold it. I thought the tax in the in the city was 10%. So
Yeah.
if I'm paying 10%, if I'm paying $77, that means that I should have been buying something worth $70 because 10% of that would have been $7, right?
Correct. Correct.
So they ripping us off in taxes in this city
Yeah.
through what we order,
Yeah.
through Instacart, through the Uber Eats. The city and the county has tacked on extra taxes for us just because we had to start ordering when we were in COVID, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so something needs to be done about that because that means that they are charging us 100% tax
Yeah.
or more. Because if I got an order of even $20, my tax, if they claim that is 9.8%, which is a lie, that's out because I'll round that off to 10%, right?
Yeah.
So if I got a $20, I'm paying something $20 for something, my taxes in the city is only supposed to be $2. So if I
True.
got a $20 burger, why are you charging me $7.48 for that? So it ended up tacking on that and the service fee of the other
Yeah.
regular, just the regular Uber service fee. I knew I have a service fee, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
I w-
I get free delivery because I
yeah.
use the coupon,
Right.
but $38 for a Whataburger
Yeah.
meal.
I want. I
That's
want
crazy.
to. I want to kind of go back to what you said about the 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it made me think of something because normally with white collar crime, um, I think I could be wrong, but I think that they have been under investigation for 5 years,
Yeah, probably,
right? Because
probably.
they always want to cross their T's and dot their I's before they make any accusations.
You're absolutely right about that.
So they've been watching their books and the stuff that they've been turning in, like we said, even though it's incorrect, to
Mm.
let them create. Is it a pattern or is this something that happened once, once before?
All
Uh,
right.
yeah, I think.
uh, they need to get all the evidence first.
They need to get all the evidence.
They stack the evidence first. You're right.
Right, right. Now that's how the feds work.
That's
They'll
right.
let you continue on and continue on because they're building a case on you. And when they confront you with this case,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way out because
Yeah.
they have all of this evidence on you.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So when you said 5 years ago, a bell went off and said they've been under investigation for 5 years. They just didn't tell them that.
Just didn't tell them. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You're right.
Because you have to have that solid evidence before you go pointing the finger.
Before you can just deny the
Mhm.
funds.
Mhm.
You're right. You're right. Well, they have denied funding. They cannot borrow money from the bank, no bank
Mhm.
in the
Mhm.
whole wide world.
Yeah.
They cannot issue bonds.
Yeah.
They cannot do anything that they want to pay for. They cannot. They cannot pay for borrow to pay for long term leasing of any buildings anymore. So the Shelby County has to pay rent on buildings that they rent and use. Right.
Yeah.
They have to pay different things, a whole lot of different things. So now everything that they got to pay for has to come out of their own pocket. In other
Yeah.
words, You didn't get your budget did not get approved by the state in the state.
Yeah, yeah, the state, and like I said, I mean, like we say, they've been on the investigation. It's one thing to be a blue collar criminal and sweating, but nobody sweats harder than white collar
Oh,
criminals
I call it criminals.
because it always goes federal. It always goes federal.
Yeah,
And like I say, when they build this evidence on you and they is no way out for you.
yeah,
That's why they say that the feds have a 98% conviction rating.
yeah.
They win 98% of their cases. And
Hmm.
with everything in me, I believe that they've been on the investigation.
Yeah, they probably have. They probably
Yeah.
and they needed to be because
Hmm.
when you think about it, who's suffering? We're the ones that suffer, the
Yeah.
citizens
Yeah.
of the city and the county,
Yeah.
while they are living way out somewhere in 2 and 3 story homes with servants and Cadillacs and security,
Yeah.
security, round the clock security.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
You know, they feel
Yeah.
safe at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody sweats harder than somebody about to go to jail. They're gonna tell everything. They're gonna tell on everybody and who did what, when, where, and how. Quick as they get into them rooms of interrogation.
Yeah, yeah. They need to.
Yeah.
They need to sweat them because they've been getting away with white collar crime this
Yeah.
for many years. You know.
Yeah. You see our
Yeah.
streets and our power lines. We got potholes everywhere.
And
We got
trees all over
trees
the power line
and power lines.
and the roads potholes.
We it's like
They've been living good off of our tax dollars.
yeah. Because none of it is going into what it should be going into, and we see that it's no way that the money could be being used for what it's assigned and designed to be used for.
And how in the heck does a bus company, your transportation system, go bankrupt? Man, a bus system.
Yeah, they had their hand in the cookie jar too.
Don't got no money.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like they cutting routes,
Yeah.
trying to cover their tracks.
Yeah.
All these years.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Don't make sense at all. Makes no sense at all.
Your transportation system is not functioning because of a lack of money.
Right. And the reality of the situation is it shows how much criminality we have going on.
That means they've been stealing for a long time.
A long time. And it's everywhere. Everywhere we look is that. Funds not being allocated, used for what they're designed to use for. And we know it, we just couldn't prove it.
Yeah. And like I gotta stop you right there, like the dude and his wife that got arrested back here 3 weeks ago with the nonprofit organization.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah.
He got $1 million grant that the county and the city.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and the governor signed on to let him and his wife
$1
million or $2 million or whatever it was to do this nonprofit organization. But he was already a convicted felon for theft.
Yeah.
And the Judge Brown, his name was Judge Brown, not Joe Brown, but the other judge that's up there. You one got the bald head.
Yeah.
His name might not be Brown, but anyway, he said, I just don't understand it. And he said, I just got to say this. What was the city and the county and the state thinking when you would give $1 million grant to a convicted felon that had been stealing, that was convicted of stealing?
You know what'll make them do that? Is I get my cut right off the top.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
The cliques in this city that I was talking about, their circle of friends and kinfolks.
Yeah, all in the conspiracy.
Been doing it for years.
Yeah, all of them.
These politicians been doing it for years.
They didn't. One thing about it, what this city forgot about, and I think a lot of those elected officials as well, they forgot about what happened to the Fords. When the Fords end up having to go, had to do federal time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They
They
had them
got
on.
they got the next generation. The
Mm-hmm.
last generation has just as an indictment against him now. He's
Mm-hmm.
sitting up there on the city council,
Mm-hmm.
Edmund Ford Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Why do you keep electing thieves for politicians? That's my question to the
It,
doggone city folk.
it's no honor amongst thieves. I mean, it goes
Phrase,
back.
I
It
guess
goes back
that
to what I
phrase,
said
that
last
phrase
week.
thicker than thieves. I guess
Yeah.
that phrase really does mean that.
And the love of money is the root of all evil.
That's true.
So if you giving my portion, I'm giving my portion off the top,
Mm-hmm.
and all I got to do is sign off on it.
And put my John Hancock on.
It's the greed, the
Yeah,
greed of the money.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what's making them doing it because the old saying is if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Uh-huh. You said that right. But you know what? I bet you one thing. I bet you the governor, I don't know if it was Bill Lee or not. It could have been somebody else because I don't know how long the organization has been in existence. It may not have been Bill Lee, but I bet you one thing. I bet you it'll make all governors take notice as to what the heck you signing.
Yeah.
Just because just because a city government official and a county government official down up under you in your state approved it doesn't mean it's right. So from now on, governors, and you better take this message from Ms. Emily Pearls. Uh, I don't care what mayor tell you something is okay. They done granted to sign this grant for some funds, for some money. You better read it and see who they're giving it to,
Mm-hmm.
and you better do a background check on the person they're giving it to.
Yeah.
All of them. I don't care if it's one person name on there or 10 people name on there. You
Yeah.
better take that time
Yeah.
and do a background check on every last one of them
Yeah.
before y'all start giving out state money grants.
That's right. Because one of the first things they're gonna ask them is this your signature?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
One of the first things they're gonna ask. Is this your signature?
and it
Yes or
won't
no?
be no denying unless they use a stamp like Biden did.
Won't be no denying it.
Biden used a stamp for his signature.
It might. It might. It might.
Well, they do have what you call a signature card electronically, right?
Yeah.
And the signature card just goes on things automatically because it's built as an algorithm into those type of documents, right? Anything that has to be
Mm-hmm.
signed, like a DocuSign, and you have a signature card built into your database for signing documents where you don't have to sign it each one personally. But
Mm-hmm.
that one thing I like about Donald Trump. Donald Trump gonna show y'all what he signed it personally. He
Yeah,
gonna
because you know a lot of when the last president, I forgot his name, just that Biden,
yeah,
they were using the auto pen.
yeah, that's the same
Uh-huh.
thing. Signature card. They call it a signature card.
Signature. Oh yeah, they were using that. He don't know what they were using it for.
He wasn't
And they
trying to
had been
know.
signing stuff for the whole 4 years like that.
So, yep, exactly. But ain't nothing going past Trump's desk
Nah,
unless he look at it.
nope.
And when he look at it, after he look at it, he gonna show you that, yeah, I'm signing this.
Yeah.
Now, I like that. I really
Did
like
on
that.
live TV. Sure
Uh-huh.
did.
And I had a stack of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it again, governors. Let this be a lesson to you. Unfortunately, it happened to the governor that who was ever governor. Like I say, it might not be Bill Lee. Could be the one before him. Because like I say, I don't know how long this
It's been
organization has been, this nonprofit
right.
has been in existence. But governors, before y'all get some of your state money to these nonprofits and anything else for that matter,
Yeah,
you better do your background check on whose name is on that is receiving on the receiving end of it. And
that's
that's
right.
what I say.
Right.
We're gonna end the show on that note. Tim, closing remarks.
Beautiful show. Got a lot of information put out. We covered a lot of topics and things of that nature. Once again, man, I'm really excited and looking for what's to come of Memphis.
Me too.
Yeah,
It's gonna be better.
yeah, no doubt,
It's gonna be better.
no doubt.
And because like I say, I feel a little bit safer already.
Yeah,
But what I want to feel is completely safe.
yeah,
So we got a long ways to go.
yeah. We got a long way to go, but
And
we
I
off
want
to a good start.
I want to thank the president. I want to thank the Attorney General Pam Bondi. I want to thank Pete Hegseth and
Mhm.
all of the officials
Right.
for recognizing what we were going through down here.
Yes.
And like I say, yeah, you got some people complaining, but I say that the ones complaining must be the ones doing the wrongdoing. Because I don't see any other reason why they would have an
Yeah.
objection. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just logical sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Just
know,
telling on yourself. Just
yeah, you
telling
just
on
telling on
yourself.
yourself. You stand up there complaining. And you complaining. You got what do you got to hide? You hiding
Mhm.
something
Yeah.
if you got a problem with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you're a law-abiding citizen and you got some stability within you, and you're doing good, and you're on the right path, and you don't bother nobody, then you don't have any reason to have an objection. There's just no reason. Can nobody give me a reason? Because if you come to me with it, I got some rebuttal for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, got where I heard somebody say, "Well, how's it gonna affect a children? A little boo boo might be scared." Now, little boo boo ain't gonna be scared of nothing because you raising little boo boo in the wrong way to begin with. You
But
cussing around here,
yeah.
you hollering and screaming around here.
Yeah.
You shaking your tail feather all around, little boo boo.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
boo boo ain't gonna be scared of nothing because that's the way you done raised him.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he not gonna be scared. You
Yeah.
raised them wrong already. And
Uh-huh.
I said before, I say it again. These teenagers would not be as bad as they are if this city had held the parents accountable.
Yeah.
Parents
Yeah.
are supposed to be accountable for their children. If Bobby Joe break a window over there in Miss Williams' yard playing ball, Bobby Joe's mama or dad supposed to pay for that window and replace it.
Yeah. And
But
the
what they
kid,
want to do, but what they want to do nowadays, they want to go over there and argue with Miss
yeah.
Williams,
Yeah.
and pull a gun on Miss Williams just because
Yeah.
she asking for her window to be fixed.
Right.
Because your son Bobby Joe broke it throwing the ball,
Yeah.
and that's not the way it's supposed to be.
That's correct.
All right, y'all. That was Tim's closing remark. That was my closing remark. So listen, y'all be sure to tune in next week, next Thursday night, for the only mom and son political commentary show in the US of A. But tomorrow night is our regular Friday night show where we just talk about anything we want to talk about. And we
Yeah.
might be coming back to this too a little bit.
Yeah.
Because by then we'll have a new report.
True.
So tune in tomorrow for an update. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Right, Tim?
Absolutely.
All right, well, that's our time. Good night, everybody. We
Good
love
night.
y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And we will see you tomorrow night.